be like Elle Woods in 2024. Okay, girl, here's how. Welcome back to the Get Up and Glow podcast. I am your host, Madison Haynes, your glow up self-improvement fairy godmother. And in today's episode, we are talking all things Elle Woods. How to adopt the Elle Woods mindset, how to adopt Elle Woods style, how to work as hard as Elle Woods did when Warner told her that she wasn't smart enough for law school, how to make everyone fall in love with you like Elle Woods, confidence tips, and so much more. And girl, I know you are a busy it girl with a long list of to-dos, okay? So we are going to jump right into it. So get ready to get up and glow. Chapter number 1, the Elle Woods mindset. If I'm going to be a partner in a law firm by 30, I need a boyfriend who's not a complete bonehead. At the start of Legally Blonde, Elle's life literally revolved around Warner, her boyfriend. She was so obsessed with the idea about getting engaged. She was so in love with him, so much so that she was clouded. Her judgment was clouded in how she even perceived herself. Because when he said the horrible things to her, essentially demeaning her as a person, her intelligence, and that's why they couldn't be together and he had to go off to law school and meet somebody else, his Jackie. It was then when Elle Woods embarked on her mission to go from a Marilyn to a Jackie. Her reasoning for changing her life, studying so hard, and applying to law school at the beginning was for a man, was for Warner's validation. But as Elle Woods' character progresses along the movie, she comes to this realization that she does not need Warner. He is a dusty. She is so much better than him. And she starts doing it for herself. So you want to be like Elle Woods, okay? You want to be magnetic. You want to radiate that energy. You need to love yourself, okay? Put yourself as the top priority. The person that knows you the best is you. You are the one every single hour of the day that sits alone with your thoughts. You know why you make decisions in life. You can reflect, you can heal, you can grow, you can improve, you can get better. So don't let anyone else's interpretations or misconceptions about you interfere with your perception of self. As if Elle Woods took everyone else's perceptions of her, i.e. that she was too ditzy, she was too girly to make it at Harvard, she couldn't even get in it, why bother even trying? The movie would have ended there. There would never have been a movie at all. Don't let someone write your story for you. You have the power to pick up that pen, to start a new chapter of your life whenever you decide to. So you don't have the skills and experience yet. Okay, go get it. So you think it's going to take a lot of work and it'll be hard to get there. Okay, did anyone say it was going to be easy? Did Elle Woods make it look easy? No, but Elle decided that she deserves more than to be with the man who loves her conditionally, who wants her to change and doesn't believe in her capabilities. Elle got into law school thinking that all of her problems would have been solved and Warner would come running back to her. But it wasn't until she literally got into the same school as Warner and he still did not want her and he was still discrediting the fact that she was even able to get into the school, then she realized that she no longer wanted to do this for him. She wanted to prove to herself that she could. And this shows that in order for you to truly be successful at something, it has to be aligned with you. You genuinely need to have a passion for it because there is no way that you can work that hard at something that you are not invested in solely because it is something that you want for you. You are the architect of your own life. Girl, stop waiting for someone to recognize your potential. Recognize it in yourself. Girl, I see you. Okay, I feel your energy over here. I think you're amazing. I think you can do it. I think you should go for your goals. I think you absolutely can achieve them. Yeah, okay, you're gonna have to put in the hard work. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, okay, you might shed a few tears, but girly, I can promise you that whatever you set your mind to, if you are determined enough and you are resilient, you will get there. Demand more from life because you are worth it. Oh, so there was a setback. Oh, so someone said that they didn't like you. Oh, so no one wants to allow you into their club. Oh, so everyone's making fun of you for doing something new, for trying. Okay, girl. Use every setback as a stepping stone. The type of people who are willing to make fun of you for trying something new, or the type of people that you do not want in your life, and if anything, as motivation for what you want out of life to keep going forward. Because at the end of the day, do you really want validation from them? Because imagine how boring their lives are for them to make fun of you just for trying something. They must have nothing going on. So girl, no, next time someone makes fun of you, says that you can't get there, says why would you even bother trying, posting content is cringy, learning how to skate skateboard is cringy, whatever it may be, okay? Ignore it. That is white noise in your brain. If anything, use that to ignite that fire within you to prove everyone wrong and prove yourself right. Because nothing is sweeter than working hard, hustling, and achieving that level of success that everyone just totally underestimated. Everyone, when you talked about your goals, would either brush them under the rug or completely discredit you, saying it's a waste of time. You can't do it. Why do you think you can even do that? You don't have the personality. You don't have the drive. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough, whatever it may be. But just like Elle Woods at her graduation ceremony, she's smiling. She's so happy she has made it. Don't rob yourself of that moment because it is the best feeling in the world. Let this be your sign that if you want something bad enough, don't stop for anything or anyone until you get there. Let your belief in yourself be unshakable. Because when you believe in your own worth, the world starts to see it too. People can pick up on your confidence. If you walk into a room and you are sure of what you are, you're not going to apologize for what you want. You're going to be kind, of course. But you give off that energy that you are not a people pleaser. You're not going to compromise your values just because you want to be agreeable. People pick up on this energy and they respect you for it. Oh, I'd love to write a book, but it's never going to happen. Or, I don't know, maybe one day. They'll discredit you. They won't take your goal seriously. But if you take yourself seriously, even though you're risking seeming a little bit cringy, quote unquote, in front of others, and you approach the situation like, yeah, I'm writing a book right now and I am super excited about it. I am so passionate about it. I work this hard on it. I am writing a character and this is my process of doing it. And I'm so just showing people your passion, just opening yourself up a little bit. People are going to take that and the good people are going to think, wow, that's really cool. They'll probably ask you more about it. And the type of people who are going to discredit you or make you feel bad about your dreams are not the type of people you want around you. Because here's the thing. A lot of people might think, oh, that's a waste of time. Or, oh, that's never going to happen. It's a 1 in a million. But if the entire world acts a certain way, if the entire world thinks a certain way, why would you want to think like that? If you want a different result from your life, you need to have different actions. You need to think differently than the majority of the people that are around you. So this is not a bad thing. You get what you give. And you believe truly and passionately that you can do anything. You can be anything. You have a way higher chance of becoming that because you are putting that energy out into the world. It's helping your manifestations. You need to get ahead on everyone else. Elle's determination and resilience helped propel her forward in life. And if you want to adopt the Elle Woods mindset, here are your It Girl action steps. I am going to give you actionable steps on how you can actually get there, how you can achieve this goal in your life. Number 1, girl, self-validate, self-validate, self-validate. Focus on yourself, your goals, and your achievements rather than the validation from anyone. This goes for everything. Social media likes, don't check them, okay? Just talk with confidence about the things you like and don't care what anyone else has to say about it, okay? As long as you're being kind, putting out that good vibes in the world, that's all that matters. You do you, okay? Embrace a positive mindset. What you choose to see in the world, you get more of. If you go around saying all guys suck, guess what? Girl, you're gonna find those guys who suck because your brain is subconsciously looking to prove if you're right. And this is a psychological fact. So literally, I know it can be hard. And even if you don't believe it, I just want you to stop yourself when you have a negative thought, even if it's about yourself, okay? So if you go and say, oh yeah, I've been eating like crap this week. I'm so fat. I want you to stop and train your brain to catch these negative thoughts and say, wait, no, I'm not gonna talk to myself that way. I'm not gonna treat myself that way, and follow it up with at least one positive afterthought. And this applies to even if you're just thinking it and you're not verbalizing it. So then go and say, oh, that was mean. I'm not going to be mean to myself. You know what? I love my eyes. My hair is gorgeous. I am smart. I am good enough. Train your brain to pick up on when you are thinking negative and try and counteract it with a positive thought. And the more you do this, the more your life will change. And girl, set clear goals. Okay. Elle Woods had a goal to get into Harvard. Then she went and said, okay, well, how am I going to get into Harvard? And she had all of those little micro steps to get there. And that's how she became successful. Do that and stay resilient. It's going to be hard. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be times when you want to give up, times where you get down on yourself. You'll get super motivated and then you're going to completely fall off. Then maybe you get motivated again and then it's going to dip and it's going to continue going like this. But girl, if you really think success is linear, you are out to lunch. Okay, it's not going to happen. I can guarantee that. Anything in life worth having is hard. Otherwise, everyone around you would have it. Okay, the reason they don't have it is because it's difficult, because people fall off, because people give up. Persevere for years and years. years, decades maybe. But guess what? Eventually, if you do not fall off, if you do not give up on yourself, picking yourself back up every single time, you will win. And sure, there's going to be times when you need to take a break. Sure, there's going to be times when you are spiraling, when you're second guessing yourself, when you're thinking, is this even worth it? Can I even do this? Can I even get there? What is the point? And that is when a good, strong social circle and a relationship with yourself comes in, which we'll talk about later. But don't give up. You are the best investment that you will ever make. Okay, super fun chapter. Number 2, Elle Woods style. Because being true to yourself never goes out of style. Shameless little Elle Woods quote. Elle Woods was known for her style, okay? Everyone knows the iconic pink. She literally went to school to study fashion at the beginning of the movie. And her ability to showcase her personality through her style is truly admirable. And before we dive in all things Elle Woods style, I want to talk about something very important. One of the reasons why so many women admire Elle Woods is because she is so feminine. She is unapologetically herself. She will show up wearing those pink outfits in amongst a room full of men in black suits. And I think her character was such an amazing testament to having a perfect balance between femininity and masculinity within yourself as a woman. Because a lot of people look at these stereotypical girly girls and say, oh, she dresses pink, oh, she speaks like this, she's ditzy, she's stupid, and write them off. I have had comments like this in my life, especially when I was younger, that, oh, it's a good thing you're pretty, etc., etc., and they are so hurtful. And over time, the world starts telling you how they think about you, and if you're not really confident, if you don't have that good, strong sense of self, you'll start to believe it. But here's the thing. This is for the girls who love the hair bows, the girls who love pink, the girls who love to wear dresses. You can wear that and be freaking so smart too. Don't let anyone tell you differently. If someone goes and says to you, oh, why are you so dressed up? Say, because I want to be a smart pretty girl in a nice dress. What is so wrong about that? Elle Woods didn't sacrifice herself or try to dull down her sparkle to be taken seriously. She studied, she knew her content, she spoke confidently, and because of so, she demanded the respect of others. You can be girly, you can be feminine, and you can be strong. You don't have to choose one or the other. That strength, that resilience in you is within you. It's a part of your energy. Your fashion is just a way you choose to express yourself. And sometimes when you work really hard and you put yourself into that masculine role, it is nice to express yourself with girly things, with getting your nails done, with getting your hair done, with wearing outfits that make you feel beautiful. And wearing a good outfit can enhance your confidence too. And speaking of which, Elle Woods has fashion must-dos, and girly, we're about to go over them. Always, always, always have your nails done. This is a small detail, but so significant in terms of elevating your entire look. If your nails are done, they're not chipped, they're not overly grown out, this will contribute to just you looking so polished and put together. And Elle Woods used her time at the nail salon as more of like a therapeutic self-reflection, a time where she can connect with herself, her feelings, and her thoughts. And I love that. So regardless of it, this is when you are doing your nails, whatever beauty ritual that is just a little bit more decadent. This could even be a night where you go, you drink your iced cucumber water, you put a face mask on. I want you to reflect. I want you to journal. How are you feeling in that moment? Elle Woods accessorized smartly. She always had a bag. Her shoes always matched. She always had something going on with her outfit, and everything was strategically thought out. It wasn't too much. Elle Woods' hair was always well maintained. Her color was always gorgeous. She always looked like she had a fresh haircut. It was always groomed and well maintained. You get a boar bristle brush with nylon in it as well. Apparently, as you brush your hair, it just does it works its magic in a different way than a typical regular smegular brush. It's going to make your hair look smooth. It's going to make it look shiny and pull the oils down from your hair. And I feel like that would make such a big difference in your appearance. Don't neglect your beauty rituals. You saw Elle Woods working so hard throughout the movie, but did she neglect her self-care? No, she always took care of herself. And this is your sign, as women, it can be so hard. We're busy. We're running around all the time. We have a long list. We feel like there's never enough hours in your day. But go back and think to that song, Vienna, where it's like, slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time. And girl, I just saved you because I didn't want to sing. Okay, I won't do that to you. But it's so true. Yeah, you have your goals. You need to study hard. You need to work hard. You want to do your deep clean. You want to go work out. Okay, girl. But if you neglect taking care of yourself, you will never end up actually reaching your goal because you're going to burn yourself out and hate your life doing it. Take that time for you. Make sure you're not forgetting where you started. If you want to find your signature style, like an Elle Woods it girl, here is how. Experiment with colors. Experiment with patterns. It doesn't have to be pink, okay? But find the color that makes your soul shine and wear it. And girl, I want you to create a mood board, okay? Just the sky's the limit. Anything that speaks to you, anything that just you look at those photos and you say, I want to be this so badly. I want to look like this so badly. Pin it. Find a signature piece. Bonus points if you can thrift this, so it's super unique and not everyone has it. But I want this piece to be a part of you, something you wear with almost every outfit, something that you genuinely love, and maybe even have a story behind. I recently bought a Louis Vuitton bag vintage, and I love it. It was made the year I was born, but I purchased this bag as a love letter to me for changing jobs in marketing, something I never thought I could be able to do. I'm not going to go into details because, girl, I'm sure you don't care. But regardless, that was such an act of love for me, such a big, huge step in my life. And I want to just dedicate that so I could look back on that bag and attach that story to it. So it's no longer just a purse. It is a representation of my self-love. Do that for yourself. It doesn't have to be expensive, just something that just speaks to you so you can be reminded every single day of how strong you are and that you can do hard things. Super fun tip. Host a fashion night with your friends or a clothing swap where everyone goes, they deep cleans their closet, you have a little party, okay? You show up in your girly pink pajamas, you watch Legally Blonde, and all the clothes that either don't fit you anymore or maybe just don't align with who you want to be, and so does all of your friends. And I can guarantee you that you will like at least one thing that your friends have brought and vice versa, and it's just this fun little girly sleepover type event. Elle Woods truly teaches you that you should be confident in wearing whatever the heck you want, wherever you want. You want to show up in a full pink outfit to the grocery store? Girl, do it. We talk about this all the time, so I already know if you're a listener, I'm not going to go over it, okay? But just girl, how many times do I have to keep telling you this? Wear whatever you want. Wear it with confidence. That is it, girl. Energy. And if you want to truly adopt an Elle Woods sense of style, girl, here are your it girl action steps. Identify your signature style. Choose clothing that makes you feel confident, that emulates the image that you want to be, that represents your personality. Do not be afraid to wear color. Or mix and match. Have fun. Play with different textures. Play with different colors. Play with different patterns. And regardless of what you wear, own it with confidence. You could be wearing sweatpants and a crop top and a pair of sneakers, and if you strut your stuff on that sidewalk, girl, that is going to be what takes you from slouching and lazy to off-duty model. Chapter number 3, Elle Woods motivation. I'll show you how valuable Elle Woods can be. After Warner told her that she wasn't smart enough to get into law school, Elle Woods really just used this as motivation to prove that freaking man wrong. And boy, did she do that. She studied super hard. She was determined. She did not take her eye off the prize. There is some type of magic infused into Elle Woods' study motivation scene that makes us as women just feel so empowered. If we put our minds to something that we truly could do anything, we could get into Harvard, you could become a doctor, you could become a lawyer, you could be anything that you want to be. I already have an episode all about Elle Woods' study methods, but if you are looking to adopt that same level of motivation that Elle Woods consistently had through her movies, girl, here's how. Visualize your success, okay? Whenever you have a moment, but especially in the morning, especially before you go to bed, I want you to close your eyes and visualize your dream life, okay? Do it right now. What are you doing in this life? What are the hobbies and habits you do every single day? How do you look? How do you dress? Who is around you? Visualize yourself working hard and those dreams paying off. Go in front of the mirror and just picture you accepting that degree or getting the life that you want or seeing your account hit 100,000 subscribers and just crying tears of joy and happiness because you finally made your dreams happen. Walking down the aisle and getting married, because if you are a girl and your dream is to get married, that is okay too. A true girl's girl never puts one person's goals above someone else's. Everyone's goals are equal, and don't let anybody else tell you differently. But regardless of such, visualize that you can do it. And I want you to do this often. It's almost like the same thing with manifesting and having that mood board constantly in front of you to remind you of your goals and manifestations. Visualizing yourself having what you want is the highest form of manifestation. Because if you think this way, sometimes you can trick your brain into believing that it's actually going to happen. And if you think it's actually going to happen and the results are guaranteed, you will be way more likely to take action and do that consistently. And create a vision board, just like Elle Woods with her Harvard letter on her manifestations board. Create a board. Okay, girl, we've already talked about this. If you don't already have one, what are you doing? You can even update it on a monthly basis. Have an it girl morning routine. Do you think Elle Woods just rolled out of bed in her sweatpants and went to class? No, because she wouldn't be her best self. She wouldn't be showing up to class in a state where she could actually retain information, where she could be at her optimal level. No, girlie woke up. up with a plan, okay? She woke up early enough to look gorgeous, because when you're in a good outfit, you just work better because you feel better. When you look good, you feel good. She probably ate a healthy breakfast. She's Elle Woods. She has it together. And there's no doubt in my mind that Elle Woods had the time to make her bed and do all of that fancy schmancy stuff before leaving too. If you want to set yourself up for a successful day, you need to start with having a successful morning. And the moments that count the most are the moments where nobody is watching you. Those habits that you do when you are alone really show a lot about your actual values. So wake up and yes, and invest in your self-care and do something that you love. Also make sure that you are having those healthy habits infused naturally into each routine that you have in the day to help propel you forward towards your goals. Do you ever just wonder how Elle Woods had the time to be in law school, to have that extracurricular, to look that good and still have time to have friends? This is something everyone wants to talk about. Let's get into it. If you feel like there's not enough hours in the day, habit stack. You see, Elle was doing this throughout all of the movies. For instance, she is studying while on the elliptical. This is an amazing hack, okay? If you have to do work on your phone, or if you have to read a book, okay, do some sort of action, rather that be walking on the treadmill. I love to use the bike and edit TikToks on my phone. Some form of habit stacking that is really natural for you is a great way to introduce a new habit if you pair it with a habit you already do every day. It is also a great way to get time back. Okay, so you're in the car driving from point A to point B. Oh, okay, this is a great time for you to pull out your cue cards. Do a quick 5-minute study. Wake up early. The time is now. It's about to get a whole lot darker, a whole lot earlier. Have that healthy habit of getting up early, locked down before these winter months, girl. Time blocking is so great too, but be careful, because if you are someone with a little bit of obsessive tendencies, this can completely overtake your life. But if you're the type of person who struggles to figure out how to actually do it, when you're going to fit it all in, it might be helpful for you to actually assign times. So from this point to this point, I'm going to study. From this point to this point, I'm going to work out, and have it automated, even on like a weekly basis. So you remove that what am I going to do and when am I going to do it out of your head. It's just already outlined for you. And if you want to keep moving forward with this Elle Woods level of motivation, girl, here are your it girl action steps. Create a study schedule, select time blocks that you are going to study every single week, and stick to it. Stay organized. Did you see Elle Woods with a dirty backpack, a dirty lunch pail, pulling sheets from a binder? No. She had them all nice and organized. She had freaking pink scented paper for her resume, okay? Do you really think she's going to be the type of girl that doesn't have that all together? Do you know how you feel when you start a new job, or you are at a start of the new school year? Everything is fresh. You have a fresh pencil case, fresh pens. You have everything new. It just feels so great. Why do you let yourself go from that point, feeling amazing and knowing how you feel, to the point later on in the year where you just feel like everything's a mess? Take the extra little bit of time to put everything back into its place, to get organized, have systems in place, have cute cue cards, have things that are colorful that are going to help you remember, but also make it aesthetic, make you actually want to open up that binder. Use planner apps like Notion to help you always stay ahead of the game. Track down those important deadlines. Don't miss a beat. Again, always make sure you're prioritizing self-care. So have a time at the end of the night where you just call it. No matter how busy you are, how much you have left to do, girl, there's always going to be more to do, okay? It never ends, truly. And it just is going to get worse as we get older. Pick a time like 9 o'clock where you're going to hard stop no matter what, okay? And yes, maybe during exam season or really busy points of your life, there is an extenuating circumstance. But for the average day to day, honor that time for yourself. You hard stop at 9, and from 9 to 11 is your self-care time to recharge so you can refresh, you can restart the next day feeling like your best self. And keep your eye on the prize. Don't stop for anything. Again, go back and visualize your success when you need it, when you need to get motivated. Because girl, you absolutely can do this. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Girl, with your big goals, I'm so proud of you. I think you're doing amazing in life. Girl, your energy, it's just protruding through this screen right now. I can feel you. I can sense you. Okay, I think we're already besties, and I'm pretty sure that we're already keeping up to date on Instagram. Okay, I feel the vibes. I know it. And I'm here for it. Chapter number 4, Elle Woods' social skills. I'm Elle Woods, and this is Bruiser Woods, and we're both Gemini and vegetarians. Elle Woods just truly knew who she was, knew what she liked, and she didn't compromise that. She didn't change herself for other people just because she thought, oh, this person's gonna hate the fact that I love astrology, so I'm not gonna talk about it. No, she showed up and was like, hello everyone, hello world, I am Elle Woods, and I love pink, and I'm in law school, and I love myself, so you're gonna love me too. because how could you not? Elle Woods' charm allowed people to fall in love with her. She just connected with people easy because when you're just a little bit more laid back, when you're just yourself, you're not afraid to be a little quirky, to be a little weird. People like that because you know what? Everyone's a little weird too. We are growing up in the era of the Hailey Biebers, the cool, the calm, the collected. But who wants to be friends with a Hailey? I'd much rather be friends with a Selena. And again, we are not pitting two women against each other, and I don't mean it in that way. But what I'm trying to articulate is don't dull yourself just because you want to fit in with the cool girls. And the cool girls, you'll never escape, okay? You go from school to corporate and corporate beyond. There's always going to be that type of social circle. But the people that are meant to be in your life will love you for you, okay? And when you put the energy out there and you're not going to sacrifice yourself for nothing, you're going to let your personality, your quirks shine. People pick up on that realness and they love it because your realness is relatable. Think of Emma Chamberlain. Why is she so big? Because she's just herself. She's relatable. And people say, hey, you struggle too? Oh my gosh, I actually trust you because you're trying to be so perfect. Life isn't perfect. We are not perfect. Don't put yourself in this bubble of perfection. Her social intelligence also allowed her to navigate conversations very well. She had an interest in people. She had good communication skills. She looked people in the eyes when she spoke to them. She remembered their names, the little tiny details of their personality. It showed through in her case where when she met her trainer from the past way back when, she remembered all these little details that ended up helping her win her case, but also helped her win that client because she wanted to work with Elle. When you are a confident woman who does not dull her sparkle and you are sure of yourself, you're going to have people who don't like you. Because here's the thing. We all love a girl's girl, but there are girls who are not like that. There are girls who are insecure with themselves and they look at you, someone who's a little different, someone who lets her soul shine, someone who's just more eccentric and weird and proud of it. And because of so, you are a beacon of light that shines into a room and everyone is gravitated towards it. And those mean girls who are not sure of themselves don't understand you. They think, why would this person want to be like this? Why would they want to talk like this? This is fake. There's no way that this person could be like this. And they try to bring you down. They try to make fun of you. They try to send your stuff to other people, gossip about you behind your back, make you feel less than. But here's the thing. This is never about you. It's always about them. Think of Vivian. Why did Vivian hate on Elle so badly? Was Elle stupid? Was Elle everything that she was trying to make her up to be? No. Vivian went and conspired with all her friends to make everyone hate Elle because she was jealous of Elle. Why? Because she was beautiful, she was confident, she was herself, and she was the ex-girlfriend of her current boyfriend. But what did Elle do? Did Elle go and sacrifice her values to be mean back? Did Elle go and try to get revenge? No. Elle Woods had the ultimate it girl energy, which was letting it go, brushing it off, not running and crying to Warner, trying to get the attention. She just said, that girl's rude, and moved on with her life. The best revenge is remaining unbothered because these girls are trying to get a rise out of you. They want a response out of you. They go and they make fun of you. They put you down because they have their own insecurities and that is coming out. They're seeping out all of that negative energy. They just can't keep in with themselves, so it's pouring out of them onto you. Don't absorb it. It's like a strawberry, okay? If the strawberry is growing in a patch and there's one with mold on it, it is rotting. And if the good strawberry is too close to that rotting strawberry, it's going to become rotted slowly and slowly just through exposure. Cut those ties. Don't allow yourself to be surrounded by these people. Protect your energy. Move on. The best revenge of all is getting what you want, not because it's fueled by a man and trying to get back with him, trying to get back at him, be the hot ex, prove everyone wrong. Sure, yeah, that's bittersweet and that's a great point of it, but your motivation when it comes from you solely because you love you, that is the best revenge. Because these people will pick up on the fact that you were so deeply unbothered, and it will irk them more than any type of revenge, any type of comeback statement that you could ever say. Leave them on red, both physically and mentally, and move on with your life. It is not worth it. Elle Woods was loved by every single person. And girl, I have psychology tips that are going to help you achieve that same thing. Here are psychology tips to help you become loved by people. We already talked about genuinely showing interest. Allow people to talk about their passions and actually ask them follow-up questions. Actually give them the time of day and care. Give people sincere compliments and use people's names. Someone's name is the sweetest word to them that they will ever hear. Don't sleep on this. And if you want to really, truly be loved by all and create a strong social circle like Elle Woods, here are your It Girl action steps. Actively listen to those around you. Be inclusive. Make an effort to include everyone around you. Make them feel heard. Make them feel valued. Stay positive. Some people are meant to stay in your life for a really long time, and some people are meant to solely teach you lessons. And that is okay. You could also love someone and still let them go as a friend. Just because you love someone doesn't mean they're meant for you, they're right for you. And men, and always, always, always maintain your grace under pressure. This is something that's going to take practice. You are not going to be perfect at this, okay? But it's always about grace, not perfection. Chapter number 5, Elle Woods confidence. I don't need backups. I'm going to Harvard. You must always have faith in people, and most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. Elle Woods confidence is one of her most defining traits of all. The girlie knew who she was and was not about to sacrifice that for anybody. So girl, if you want to build confidence, the number one way to start that is just recognizing your worth. You are good enough. Stop beating yourself up because you're not perfect. Oh, you had a bad day. Oh, you fall off your goals. Oh, you didn't work out because you were tired for a week. Okay, listen to your body and get back up, okay, and go. You can do it. Just because you had an off day, off week, an off month, doesn't mean you can't restart. Doesn't mean you're not good enough. Talk to yourself like the same way that you would talk to your best friend, okay? You need to switch your mindset. And I know this can be super hard sometimes because you just get so caught up in your head and you get so down on yourself, but you need to shake yourself back into reality and realize, you know what? Life is hard. I am not perfect. I am showing up in the best way that I can in this current moment. I'm doing that every single day. Be proud of yourself. Face your fears. Conquer them, okay? Don't just sit here reminiscing, saying, I wish I could have done that, but I was too scared to do that. Girl, just do it. What are you so afraid of? You're afraid of failure? Okay, well, you're failing right now by not taking action, by not doing what you really want to do just because you're afraid to fail. Oh, what if I don't get it? Well, you don't have it now. And if you never try, you never will. So what are you really losing out on? Sure, maybe you fail, maybe it's public, maybe it's embarrassing, but guess what? You learn so much from that. That is going to rocket launch you into your next glow up journey. So regardless, it is a win-win situation. Be kind to yourself. Practice self-compassion. I am so serious when I say when you have those negative thoughts, girl, I want you to catch them and I want you to follow it up with a positive afterthought. Right now, I want you to think of one thing that you love about yourself and comment it down below if you're on YouTube. Do not give up. Elle Woods kept persevering even when it got hard. Remember your why. Go back to it. What was the purpose of you originally creating that goal or starting on that goal? Sometimes when you get further and further along that journey, you forget why you even started in the first place. Remind yourself of that and don't lose sight of it. Embrace the struggle and understand that it is just a side effect of success. Each challenge is an opportunity to learn something, to grow from it, to become even stronger. Adopt a growth mindset and change your life. Have a good, strong support system. Girls, sometimes even the strongest person with the strongest sense of self-worth who's practicing all of these little micro habits still needs someone once in a while to come and shake them and say, it is going to be okay. I believe in you. You can do this, and give you a little metaphorical slap in the face and say, get back up. Remember who the F you are. And here are your It Girl action steps to help you do that. Take risks, especially if you were young. This is the time to do it. I know you think, oh, well, I can't take risks. I know you say it's the time, but this not. I have this. Don't make excuses. Okay, you have the power of time, especially if you were younger. Don't waste it. Practice gratitude for everything. When you start to appreciate everything that's around you, even those little moments, and romanticize them, bring your awareness back to the current moment, your life will change. Life will become sweeter. It will become better. So go and instead of just like scrolling on your phone, even if you're going to do that, make it beautiful. Light a candle around you. Play jazz music as you do the dishes. Put on your favorite pair of pajamas and dance around your room. Just enjoy that feminine energy. Step into it like Elle Woods did. And always, always, always celebrate your small wins. Snaps and claps. You can do it. You are good enough. You are beautiful. You are true to yourself. And that is so cool, girl. If somebody hasn't told you today, you're doing great in life. You're showing up for yourself. You're listening to the Get Up and Glow podcast. You're working on you, investing in yourself. And for that, I am truly so proud of you. So now you have all of the It Girl action steps on how to become Elle Woods in 2024. The only question left is, are you ready to get up and glow?